strong.
Optum. It is a part of the United Healthcare Group, which has its headquarters in Minnesota, USA. We received an email in mid of September from our VIT placement cell, and the mail only stated that only the female candidates can apply for this Optum internship. So since we have 4 branches of VIT in India, VIT Vellore, VIT Chennai, VIT Bhopal and VIT Amravati. So all the female candidates could apply for this program, but there's a restriction. Only 60% and above candidates who have like scored in their 10th and 12th and 7 CGPA above in their college academics could only apply for this particular program or the contest. Since I had 9.68 CGPA, I was shortlisted and I was one of the 92 girls who were shortlisted for the first round of our Optum internship. Okay, so let's talk about the first round of Optum internship. So the first round was a coding round and aptitude round and the CS fundamentals round. So there were 25 questions which consisted of aptitude, normal mental ability that is required for any internship or interview round, and the CS fundamental round also. So in the CS fundamental round, you have to be very clear with your concepts of database management system, the SQL queries especially, the data structures, of course, and algorithms, and computer architecture and organization, operating system, and OOPS concept. There were also questions where you had to like find the output, the code is given and just find what is going to be the right output. So these are the basic subjects where you need to focus, and even you can also prepare networks. Though I wasn't asked networks, but still it's always better to just focus on these topics, these subjects clearly. The first round there was also a coding question. Since Optum has just asked one coding question, though many companies ask 2 to 3 coding questions, so I had a very easy question. The question differed from candidate to candidate. So my question was just a normal vector sorting technique where you have to use the greedy approach. So it was very simple. I just completed in 2 minutes. Some of my friends have linked list questions, and all these coding questions were quite easy. Only the aptitude and the CS fundamental questions were little bit lengthy, because like 25 questions and the whole first round you have to just complete in 1.5 hours. Though time was there, but for aptitude and CS fundamentals you need to be really fast about that. So on 12th of evening, or I can say night, the results came where 42 students were shortlisted from 92 students, and I was one of them. So we had an interview round on the next day, that is 13th of October. So actually I knew that I am going to be selected because I had written the test quite well. So I had already started preparing for the interview. So if you think that you have written well, so don't waste any time. Don't just waste your time thinking about the results. Just start preparing, and if you're in the list, it would be an advantage that since you have started preparing already for your interview. I had my interview round. This was my first interview round, and it was scheduled on 13th of October 1:30 p.m. So in this interview you can say that it was quite from like easy to moderate only. It wasn't hard. So first my interviewer was just scanning through my resume. So it's very important that you only write the things in your resume in which you're strong. So first she just asked me to introduce yourself, just a normal question in every interview. Then she asked me about like what topic would I like to be interviewed on. So she just gave me 2 options. One was the database management system, and of course, the coding one. So I chose the coding one, and I'll tell you why. Because all these company employees, they're highly skilled in database management system. So it's really important that you can't compete with them in SQL. So it's better you better go with the coding round only. And since I was practicing in competitive coding, so I just chose coding. She asked me about which language would I prefer in coding. So of course I selected C++ because it has the standard template library. So the first question was very easy. It was just array was given and you have to just sort the array. So I just wrote one line, that is sort a comma a plus n is the size of the array, and my sorting was done. So she asked me like, why didn't I use a bubble sort algorithm or any sorting algorithm? So I explained her then the differences between the bubble sort, merge sort and all, and I explained her like why the standard template library sort, which is already predefined, is better to be used than writing a whole bunch of lines for merge sort algorithm or bubble sort. As you know, the time complexity is really bad. It's O of n square, and since the standard template library sort algorithm is just O of n log n and just one line of code, so she was really impressed. So everyone didn't get the same questions, so I'll just discuss with you some of the questions which my friends were asked. One of my friend was asked about pointers concept, so it's better you learn about C and C++, so of course the same pointers concept. And also my friends were asked about the puzzles question. It's highly important that you just go to the Geeks for Geeks section and prepare for all the standard puzzles question, because they're gonna ask you from there only. So it's an advice even for any kind of internship, any company internship or any interview. Also, it's better you do some basic puzzles, because they're gonna ask everything from Geeks for Geeks puzzles only. So even this round I had performed well, so I had confidence that I would be surely be selected. So on 13th of October at night, I received an email from Optum and afterwards from VIT that these are the candidates. About half of them, of like from 40 to around 20 were shortlisted, and we had to give the interview, and it was actually called the managerial round, you can say the HR round, and it was scheduled on 14th of October 3 p.m. for me. Talking about this round, it was kind of a very lengthy round, like more than 45 minutes, where I was actually grilled down. So the first question that they asked me is about the same, like introduce yourself, where you live, about your father, family background and all. So of course it's very simple, anyone can answer that. Next, he saw my resume, and in the languages known section I had mentioned Spanish. So he asked me something about Spanish, like where did you learn and all. So I explained him that there is a course where I have to take in VIT any foreign languages. So since I had taken Spanish, so I just know a little basics of Spanish, so I had written that. Now he started with all the CS fundamental questions, where my first question was to explain the 4 pillars of OOPS, that is inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction and the encapsulation concepts. So I explained it. Next question was on database management system, where I had to explain the BCNF, all the normalization of tables concept. So I explained him actually from 1NF, 2NF, 3NF and then BCNF, which he required that thing. Next questions were based on standard template library that we use in C++, and then the JVM, Java Virtual Machine. He just told me to explain what is JVM and why it is really important and how it differentiates Java from other programming languages. Then he told me to explain the differences between overloading and overriding in any programming language, of course C++ and Java. Then he started asking about whatever the projects I have mentioned in my resume. I explained them clearly. One of my project was based on machine learning. So it was actually the highlighted portion of this whole interview. Of course, he liked it. Okay, so this series of questions that he asked me was actually the toughest, because he was checking how good I am for his company. So this question was actually, I'm going to explain you the situation. So suppose you're the project manager of Optum and you have been assigned any kind of software development program. So first he asked me like how many team members would you require. Then I explained him that of course like 4 to 5 is the minimum of the team members that I do require, and since if it is a very hi-fi project or a very big project, then the requirements of team members would of course increase. Now came the restrictions part. So first he added a restriction in this question, and it was that suppose the client who wanted this particular software, he tells me that he's not going to give me 1 lakh, which was the initial amount. He's going to just give me 70,000 rupees, and the 3 months project should be just made in 45 days. Then he just asked me like, what would you do in such a condition? So my reply was like, of course I would refuse. First I told him that of course anyone would refuse. Like first of all you're cutting the amount of money and then you're just cutting the amount of days. But then I told him that if it is for a very great cause, then of course I would kind of tell my employees or make them to work for more hours, and I would also be in the team. Suppose I'm good in web development, then I would also be a part of the team and would help them in the extra hours, and always I will guide them. So like we'll try our best to complete within 45 days. But the game is not over yet. He added one more restriction, and this restriction was, suppose an employee who was in my team suddenly leaves the job, then what would I do? So that question was really, actually I was so confused. I didn't know what to exactly explain him. Then I just told him that I can't force my other team members to like work for more than a particular hours. First of all, I'm telling them to do some over extra hours just to complete within 45 days. So if one employee runs away, then what would I do? So I told him that I will request the company to give me one more employee. Of course, the company is ready to give. But then he added one more restriction, and that of course it's true, actually it's not a restriction. Like once we have to explain the new employee like how much we have done, then what and all his job would be. So that would also take a time. So actually I didn't have a very proper answer for it. So he just told me that you just ask your friends and family members. Then at the end, finally, he asked me like if I have any other questions. So just like it's better you just ask him some kind of question. So I asked about how is the work culture and about the working hours in Optum. Then he asked me my job preference and the job preference location, and then the interview was done. So now comes the final result of the internship. So I had to wait, I think, for about a week, or I think more than a week, to get the results. Then finally the results came, but before VIT announced it, Optum had actually called us, any employee, and then she was asking me about the preference location. So I gave, of course, Bangalore as the first preference and second as Hyderabad. Talking about how many were selected, so around 20 were actually selected from the managerial round, and almost everyone got selected except one or two, you can say, but almost everyone was selected for the internship. Here are some tips for my juniors about any internship exam. The first thing that you have to keep in mind is that you have to be very thorough in data structures and algorithms, and also competitive coding. So it's better you just start preparing for this internship exam from your second year. The second most important thing is that you must be very thorough in some of the subjects, not all the CS subjects. So first subject is database and management system. Of course, the operating system, networks subject, computer architecture and organization. So if you're thorough with these 4 subjects and the main OOPS, because they're going to ask you a lot of theoretical questions from OOPS, the 4 pillar of OOPS. And it's very important for you that you have to have like 3 projects at least, and it should be not a very hi-fi project, but kind of a simple project, but you must know each and every concept of how the whole project was built. Just don't be nervous in any of your interview rounds and just give your 100%. All the best. This is the most favorite part of mine, which is money, that is stipend. So for each and every company, the stipend offered differs from college to college. So for VIT, Vellore Institute of Technology, the stipend offered by Optum is 35,000 per month. So this is a 2-month program. So totally in hand, you're going to get 70,000 rupees and 50,000 rupees for living there. So they're gonna give you charges for the house rent or any PG rent and the food. So everything is gonna be accommodated in 50,000 rupees. And they're also gonna provide you transportation charges. For example, you're gonna take any cab. So the money would be offered by Optum only. They would take care of all the cab charges. Structures and algorithms. You must be very, very thorough in this concept, because this is the coding thing of for any question. Better learn all the theoretical concepts of DBMS already. Okay, so this is the most favorite part of mine, which is the stipend. So since for all the companies, shit, mom, providing 35,000